right, we're going to look at 67 times 24. And to do this problem, we're going to start out by multiplying the 4 times the 7, and then the 4 times the 6. So we're going to start with 4 times 7, and I'm going to show my work off to the side. 4 times 7 is 28. We put the ones digit, 8, underneath the 4, and then we carry the 2 from the tens place of the 28 over to the next digit up on top of the 6. Now we're going to do 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. And we need to add the 2 that we carried from the 28. 24 plus 2 is 26. So we're going to write the ones place underneath the 6. And we don't have any more digits to multiply up on the top. So we're going to keep the 2 right next to it. And we have 268 in this first row. Okay. Now that we have finished using the 4 with both digits from the top number, we're going to cross off what we've carried, and we're going to put a placeholder. I usually put an X through it to remind myself that I put it there. It's not the result of one of our multiplication problems. So we're done using the 4, and we're going to start using the 2 next. And all of our answers are going to line up starting in the tens place below the 2. So we've crossed off what we've carried, we've put our placeholder 0, and now we're going to do 2 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. We're going to put the ones place down lined up below the 2 from the 24, and we're going to carry the tens place up above the 6 from the 67. And we're going to move on to do 2 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. And we have a 1 that we carried, so we need to add that. So we have 13. So we're going to write the 3 first, and then the 1. We have no more digits that we could carry that to, so the 1 just goes straight to the answer section. All right, we have multiplied our 2 by both digits from the top number. And now we need to add up our 2 partial answers. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry the 1 up to the next digit. 3 plus 2 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. And 1 plus nothing is 1. And don't forget to put a comma in your answer. 1,608. Okay, let's look at the same problem, 67 times 24, using the area model. Now with the area model, we're going to break our numbers up by place value. So the rectangle or the area model that you set up needs to have the same number of digits as the numbers in your problem. So 67 has 2 digits, so we made 2 rectangles going across, and 24 has 2 digits, so there are 2 rectangles going down. So that is why there are 4 spaces in our rectangle. But if you had larger numbers which you can practice with me later, then you will need to have a larger number of rectangles in your setup. So we're going to start with our first number, 67, and we're going to break it up into tens and ones. In 67, there are 6 tens, which is 60. And there are 7 ones. So we're going to write that across the top, tens place and ones place. In our 24, there are 2 tens, which is 20, and there are 4 ones. So we have tens and ones going down the side. To make it consistent, I always put the first number on the top, but remember that we are multiplying, which means we have a rule that you can multiply in either order and it will still come out the same answer. So if you did 24 times 67, you would get the same answer as what we will get here for 67 times 24. And that means that you can also put either number on the top or on the side, and it will still come out with the same answer. I just try to be consistent and always put the same one on the top to make it easier for myself to remember. All right, now that we have our numbers lined up on our area model, we're going to start by multiplying the first 2 numbers, the 20 and the 60. 2 times 6 is 12, and then we have 2 zeros, one from the 20 and one from the 60. So we need to add those onto the end to make sure our number ends up with the right place value. And you can put a comma in there to help you remember the thousands place. Next, we're going to do 20 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. There's a 0 for place value from the 20. No extra place value zeros from the 7. Next, we're going to do 60 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. And there is a 0 for place value from the 60. No 0 place values from the 4. So 60 times 4 is 240. And finally, we're going to do 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. And neither number has a 0 on it, so we don't have to worry about place value. That's a basic fact that you should know right away off the top of your head. All right, now that we have filled in all 4 of our partial products in our area model, we need to add them up to find our final answer. When adding up these numbers, I like to line them up greatest to least or biggest to smallest because that helps keep my addition neat. Again, when you're adding up a bunch of numbers, you can add them in any order and you will get the same answer, but for neatness, I like to start with the biggest one at the top. So I'm going to start with 1,200 and then 240, 140, and 28. That just keeps them lined up all nice and neat and makes it a little bit easier for me to not make any mistakes when lining everything up. But you can add them in any order and it will come out with the correct answer. All right, adding them up, starting with the ones place, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. And finally, 1 plus nothing is 1. And we need a comma in our answer, 1,608. And this is the same answer we got using the algorithm earlier. So either way that you do these problems, you can find the same answer. So make sure you use the method that makes the most sense to you.